Yeah, welcome to the Kryptik Show with your bro. I want to talk about some stuff. Today I want to talk about a particular style of rapping, which is storytelling. Yeah, storytelling is not for everybody, including myself. I've never done it, and it's a difficult thing if you're not used to it for sure. But it is a nice part of rap. So it is a style where people tell a story about stuff, and it's like you're actually there and things. And there are rappers who are better at this than others. So here goes my top five. Now it's a personal top five, of course. So not everyone's going to agree with me, which is perfectly fine. So let's do a little rundown. I probably have a different order than many people do, so this might be interesting. Let's go to number five. At number five, I got the Far Side. Now, why the Far Side? Because they don't have that many storytelling songs, and they're not super popular in general, but they've got two in particular, which I think are just superb. So we've got my favorite, which is Passing Me By. And then we got Running, which is also a very good storytelling song. In particular, Passing Me By, I like very much because it is kind of a love song, and love songs have been done in hip-hop for a long time, and they usually suck. But this one is particularly good. It's catchy, it's complete, the story makes sense, and the whole picture is painted. And, you know, the Far Side guys, they paint themselves in kind of underdog position, which is kind of cool. So it's not like a gangster story or whatever, where they are the tough guys and shit like that. So it's unique, and that's why I really like that song, and that's why I think they deserve a spot in a top five. Number four, we've got Biggie. Why Biggie at number four? Well, we all know the song from his second album, Life After Death, I Got a Story to Tell, which obviously is a storytelling song, and it's amazing. I think most people will love that, and I think most people will think of that song when you think about storytelling. But I think there are some songs of his first album, Ready to Die, which are overlooked, like The Warning and Gimme the Loot. Those are really good storytelling songs. He really paints a picture. Gimme the Loot, he's got this alter ego where he does the thing with the back and forth and the conversation, which is really well done. So, yeah, that's why I put Biggie at number four. He's got this mellow, funky style anyways, really laid back, so it's easy to follow his stories and stuff. So he's got a really suitable style for it anyway. And when he does a storytelling song, it's done pretty damn well. So Biggie at number four. Then I got, for number three, here's a storyteller that is very much overlooked, I think, and it's Ice Cube. Now, I've been an Ice Cube fan for a long time. Of course, I prefer his earlier stuff to his more recent stuff, but there you go. He's got some really cool ones, like from Death Certificate and stuff. He gets some really cool ones, some very funny, like the one about the venereal diseases and stuff with going to the doctors. Very funny stuff, and he's got the ghetto holiday kind of thing, which is really cool. And then he's got Ghetto Bird, for instance, from the Lethal Injection album. Very cool song, very much painting a picture. You can really feel the whole atmosphere and being there. It's a little bit like Henry Hill and Goodfellas, you know. Maybe it's inspired by that, I don't know, like being chased by a helicopter and stuff. Very well done. So Cube has my number three spot. Then we go to number two. Now here's a rapper that doesn't get enough attention, and it is Sticky Fingers from Onyx. Now, on their third studio album, Onyx had two major storytelling songs. One of them was Veronica, which was amazing, where they tell a story about one of their buddies getting jacked, and then they're trying to jack them back, and in the end they get jacked themselves. Pretty cool little twist in the story as well. Check that song out. It's got that dialogue thing going, and Sticky in particular is really good at that. So he's got another song on there called Robin Vic, which he did with his brother X1, who passed away, so rest in peace to X1. But they did a story about two brothers, which they actually are, and they were talking about similar to kind of Gimme the Loot by Biggie, so it's kind of a robbery thing, and but the detail in that is so amazing, and it's a really good song, really good story. You can really see yourself being there. So if you don't know that, check that out. That album, by the way, Shut 'Em Down, amazing album, and my personal favorite by far, by Onyx. So that's a good album to check out anyway, right? So Rob and Vic definitely gets them there. Veronica gets them there. Now these are two Onyx songs, yeah. But Sticky has done amazing shit. Sticky has done a lot of solo work as well. State versus Kirk Jones is a very good storytelling song, and the thing that really seals his number two position for me is he's done movies, man. He did this movie, A Day in the Life, where he did the whole movie in rap. So it's kind of like a rap musical kind of thing. So the whole thing is rap. So it's got all these actors in there rapping basically, and they're rapping the whole story, like the whole dialogue, all rap. Now it's not great, I have to say. You know, it drops off, it loses momentum quite a bit, and the story is not all that impressive. But you can tell it's kind of low budget, and considering that, very, very strong effort, and just the idea and just the execution, just having that is definitely a thing. So I think Sticky definitely needs to get props for that, and that's why he's got my number two spot. Now, number one, to me, undisputed, when you're talking storytelling, there really is only one name, and it is, of course, Slick Rick. Now, the champion of storytelling. Yeah, I would definitely say so, and I think anyone who knows will agree with that. So, people, when we talk about Slick Rick and storytelling, they always come up with Children's Story, which is his first kind of thing, where he did this whole story, very famous and very decent song. But they forget all of his later work, where he got more mature and he got way more detail in his stories. Like a lot of stuff on the Behind Bars album, very cool. Sitting in my car, 'cause it's wrong. All this shit, you know. Love That's True, very, very cool stuff. So, and even on his album after that, he's got a couple of nasty but adults only. Oh my god, really sick, but very detailed, very good. And of course, it's Slick Rick. Slick Rick's got that voice, you know, really soft spoken and stuff, but lyrically such a genius. It's really hard to do that style. I haven't seen any other rapper who has been able to do it like Slick does, right? So Slick Rick has without a doubt the number one position. He's made some classics. An underrated rapper overall, even though he gets a lot of respect, it's not enough for me, man. This dude deserves so much respect, because most rappers that have made a big impact on hip hop have been inspired by Slick Rick. So he's kind of the inspiration's inspiration. This dude is seriously legendary. So Slick Rick, in terms of storytelling, absolute, definite, forever number one. Alright. Now some honorable mentions, and people will think, hey, what about this and what about... I know, right? People will mention Nas, people will mention Scarface, many will mention Immortal Technique. All great efforts, right? They all have storytelling songs that are pretty damn good. But I would like to mention actually PE, Public Enemy. They are underrated in the storytelling business, because you don't think of PE as being storytellers. But when you listen to the album It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, you got Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos, where he goes to prison and he details out the whole story and the prison break and all that, which is pretty damn impressive. And on later albums, they've got Polly Want a Cracker from Fear of the Black Planet. That's a pretty sick one. Very unique sound too. It's like, it's not even rapping really. It's more like just a guy telling a story, and it's pretty damn cool. They get By the Time I Get to Arizona, which is an amazing song, amazing beat, and nice detail on the story too. So PE definitely has some pretty good storytelling songs. So even though they're not really famous for telling stories, they do get it done, and that's why I wanted to kind of, as an honorable mention aside, put them on there. Okay, then I got a couple more honorable mentions. I just want to mention these because they're quite obscure. One is Das Effects. They got this song Caught in the Act, which tells a story about a dude in a shitty job getting picked up by his old criminal buddy, picking him back up, and you know they have to do some shit, and then they get caught in the act, right? From their second album, Straight Up Suicide, which is a great album, by the way. So I wanted to mention that. It doesn't really make them as a group or great storytellers, it's just one song, but it is a good one. Then we've got Blase Blase, that I have to mention, Good Cop, Bad Cop. So here's a very underground group that isn't listened to enough. Very tough, very rugged, bassy sound. Amazing album too, blah blah blah. They've got some loose stuff out there, collaborations after that, but they really only have one studio album, and it is a damn good one. So on there they got this song Good Cop Bad Cop, a struggle between two police officers, obviously, who, they've got this kind of dynamic, which is a bit of a struggle, and one guy tries to be a good guy, and the other one is obviously an evil son of a bitch. So that's a pretty dramatic song, and again, the story is really played out here. You can really, it's like a movie, right? So you really need to check out that song as well. So those are some honorable mentions. You have my top 5. That's about it for this one. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you go and check these songs out. Check out these artists. If you don't know them, if you do know them and think, wait a minute, you're right, that was good, check them out again. It's really enjoyable. If you think, what the fuck, you're wrong, comment down there, alright? Give me your suggestions. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, don't forget, recently RCRC put out a new video. It's on this channel. Check it out. It was a cool project. We're going to do some more of that stuff, so check that out. Also, subscribe. Click the little bell thing for the notifications. Like it, share it, do what you like. Alright, so thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Kryptik out. Peace.